Hi, I'm Anthe Mitrakos. We are at the Hilton Chicago tonight at the annual Panhellenic Scholarship Gala. Hi, Myra. Tiganis? You're here representing Enosis tonight, correct?
That's correct. On behalf of Enosis, as the Secretary of Enosis, the Federation of Hellenic American Organizations of Illinois, we support all Greek organizations within our community, and what is being done here today is an example of excellence within the Greek community in Chicago. The outpour of love and support for this foundation and the achievements by the students and by all the youth that have come through these programs, these scholarship programs, is something that we can all aspire to and be so proud of. I was lucky enough to have the opportunity to speak to a number of parents today. Their children were honored. They're seeing their children reach the goals which we potentially want all children within the Greek community to be able to aspire to. So we are here to continue and tell everyone about what is going on, about the scholarship opportunities, and encourage all families to get involved, to support, so that they can also provide these opportunities for their children and for everyone else in our community. So it's a very proud moment, and the response, the people here tonight is just so overwhelming. I see every year it just gets bigger and better. The entertainment, the food, the speeches, they're so inspirational, and you know, I'm proud to be here.
Yes, this event is definitely one of the top events in the Greek American community in Chicago for sure, and throughout the nation. So thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Okay, Mr. PRIEBUS, you are the 2018 Paradigm Award winner. How do you feel tonight?
Well, I feel honored by it all, but really it's about all these great students and the work that they're doing in school, making sure people have the money they need to get to school and have the opportunities that a lot of the folks that are giving the money today didn't have when they grew up.
And how important is it for younger people and students to be involved in politics these days?
Well, I think it's really important. I think it's important for people of faith to be involved in politics, to look at all kinds of situations politically and try to do the right thing whenever you can. And in particular with this group, we talked a lot about our Orthodox faith and why that's important, and we had a great time, and we're still having a good time.
All right, and what about your Greek roots? What would you like to say about that? Did you have a Greek upbringing?
Yeah, I did, and the Greeks in our family took over everything. See, so half my family is German, half Greek. The Germans never could break through the Greekness, right? So the Greeks ruled the family. My grandparents were kind of in charge of everything, and my mother and my father instilled all those values in us, and I'm grateful for it.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Okay, we're here with Darden, and he is a junior at the University of Connecticut, and you are a 2018 scholarship recipient. So tell us a little bit about what that makes you feel like.
So I'm very honored to be here to receive this award. If you look at the resumes of the other kids that are here, they have outstanding reputations, they have outstanding qualifications, and I feel extremely lucky to be considered an equal among them, and just to have the opportunity to network with a lot of the professionals here, and also doing it all in the name of Hellenism, which is something that matters very much to me as a partial Greek American. But I think our Greek heritage is very important, and to try to promote that and maintain that in American society is critical, especially with the strong relations that our country, the U.S., has with Greece.
And you are half Greek and half?
A quarter Greek, a quarter Italian, a quarter Swedish, a quarter Scottish.
So
I'm a bit messy, but I'm baptized Greek Orthodox, and that's always been my closest culture. My babu is only one of my grandparents who's an off-the-boat immigrant, so that's always been my culture of choice, so to speak.
All right, and you've also visited Greece. So tell us how Greece has changed you, how visiting Greece has changed you. And you also speak Greek.
So, I mean, Greece, how has it changed me? I'll keep it short because I could say a lot, but it's one thing to talk about it and to learn about it, but to go there and to interact with the people and to see, you understand philotimo, you learn what's philoxenia, you learn all these things that are so integral to the culture, and it gives you a different understanding of like how people live, because it's different to American society, the way that people live there, and it broadens your perspective on the world, and it really makes you love Greece that much more and want to share the culture with people here, because it's such a rich culture, and it's something that I really would like as many people to see. Like when I have friends who say they're going to Greece, I'm so excited. Unless if they say they're going to Mykonos, then I'm disappointed. But anywhere but Mykonos.
Mykonos is nice too. But okay.
I haven't been to Mykonos, but
you should go.
But I don't know. There's other islands, but we're digressing now. So anyhow, Greece is just beautiful. I love to visit there. I love the people, the language, the culture, and it's just a great place to go.
Πολύ ωραία. And you are studying political science and journalism, correct? So best of luck to you, and hope to see you again around Chicago. Mr. BUHLER, you have been on the board of the Panhellenic Scholarship Foundation for about a decade or so, and you have been chairman for 3 years?
3 years.
3 years, okay. Tell us about the importance of supporting education here among the Greek American community throughout the nation.
Well, I think the Greek community, from people that have immigrated, immediately came to America to better themselves, and they very smartly realized the way to do that is get to schools and get an education. Not all of them could do that. Chris Damaris couldn't do that, so he worked very hard. And then, because of that, he wanted to have more people have an opportunity more easily than he had. And so many people in that generation worked very hard for their kids to get good education. And that's the essence of succeeding, I think.
And you yourself, are you part Greek, non-Greek?
I am not Greek, which is the really not too big secret, but the odd secret of the Panhellenic. Chris asked me years ago to be his vice chairman, and Chris did all the work. And I said, Chris, do I have to do anything more? And he said, no problem. I said, I can do what I'm doing, not much. Unfortunately, he got ill, and as he was ill, he asked me to take over and be chairman with Tom Sotos and John Manos as trustees, but he wanted me to be chairman. So there was a big responsibility, and he was very, very late in stage of his life for him. And I certainly was honored. I was a little bit, taken, because a man in his condition asking you that, you say yes. And then you find out from doing nothing what you have to then do. And we've been doing a lot, and I think that we're trying to take it up to a higher level every year in a more I would say more current way than in the past.
So is the goal then to raise more funds to support more of these students in the future?
I think the goal is to be certain that we have an excellent flow of scholars applying, an excellent process to vet them and rank them, and high integrity. And in the meantime, simultaneously, continue to raise money, continue to have people come and for memorial reasons or personal reasons realize they would like to help the foundation, and they see the integrity and they say, I'll invest in them. I will begin to give them donations. And then they meet their scholar and they say, wow, I get the connection. So we had many scholars tonight meeting their donors who helped select them. And they said, oh, you go to Brown? Well, we're from Brown. Our family's from Brown. Or in Perry Siadis, his father was an electrical engineer. So he picked an electrical engineer. And the young scholars spent all this time at the table meeting Perry's family. It's like a new son in their family practically. And they made a connection. I mean, that's pretty fun stuff for them and for us.
Right, that's what it's all about, making connections and sticking together. So thank you very much. Congratulations on the event. And
thank you very much.
Είμαστε με την κυρία Πολυξένη Πετροπούλου, Γενική Πρόξενος. Γεια σας.
Γεια σας.
Πείτε μας πόσο σημαντικό είναι να υποστηρίζουμε τα νέα παιδιά σήμερα και συγκεκριμένα για τη δουλειά του Panhellenic Scholarship Foundation. Τι πιστεύετε?
Νομίζω είναι το σημαντικότερο, για όλους μας το σημαντικότερο έργο. Να στηρίξουμε τα νέα παιδιά, τα Ελληνόπουλα της 3ης, 4ης, 5ης αλλά και 1ης γενιάς να μπορέσουν να πάρουν την καλύτερη εκπαίδευση που είναι δυνατόν να έχουν και να μπορέσουν να αναπτυχθούν μέσα σε αυτή την κοινωνία. Και νομίζω ότι το Panhellenic Scholarship Foundation κάνει θαυμάσια δουλειά, αναγνωρίζεται από όλους. Είναι από τα σημαντικότερα γεγονότα του έτους, αυτή η εκδήλωση, και θα ήθελα να συγχαρώ και όλα τα παιδιά που πήραν τις υποτροφίες φέτος, όπως και κάθε χρόνο να τους ευχηθώ καλή επιτυχία, καλή πρόοδο και καλή συνέχεια στο Panhellenic Foundation, στο έργο που επιτελεί. Θα έπρεπε να το υποστηρίζουμε όλοι.
Okay, we are here with Dr. THANASIS ECONOMOU. You are an astrophysicist and a professor at the University of Chicago, and you are also a member of the academic committee here at the Panhellenic Scholarship Foundation, correct?
Well, I'm very happy tonight. We have so many young Greek students we are supporting. So our task is to select the best students, and every year we have more and more applications and better students. This is our task to select the best Greek students.
So you are part of a committee that reviews all applications?
Exactly. There is 4 of us. 2 of us, they are evaluating the applications for $2,500, and the other, they're evaluating the application for $10,000 each year.
All right. And how long have you been involved with the Panhellenic Scholarship Foundation?
I have been involved for many years. Actually, I'm one of the Paradigm awardees in 2009, but as a member of academic committee, I've been doing this for, this is my 3rd year.
Your 3rd year. Okay. And I'm assuming that you knew Mr. Tomara personally then?
Oh yes, it was Mr. Tomaras that asked me to be on the academic committee because of my affiliation with the University of Chicago, and we are all very happy that this foundation continues to function even after Mr. Tomaras' death.
And as a man of learning and knowledge, how important would you say is furthering education and assisting young Greek American students in their quest for a diploma and a degree?
Well, the knowledge is one of the basic things that the mankind has, and by promoting the best students, we are supporting them to achieve their dreams and contribute to the society in the future.
Πείτε μας για τις εργασίες που κάνετε στο University of Chicago.
Στο Πανεπιστήμιο του Σικάγο ασχολούμαι τώρα για 54 χρόνια για την εξερεύνηση του διαστήματος. Έχω συμμετοχή σε 15 αποστολές της NASA, της ESA, του Ευρωπαϊκού Διαστημικού Οργανισμού και της Ρωσίας με δικά μου όργανα. Αυτό τον καιρό ασχολούμαι με μια καινούρια αποστολή για την Αφροδίτη που είναι συνεργασία της NASA και της Ρωσικής Διαστημικής Επιτροπής. Αυτή η αποστολή που προετοιμάζεται τώρα θα γίνει στην επόμενη δεκαετία.
Και πείτε μας, εσείς έχετε έρθει από Ελλάδα, ήρθατε εδώ μικρός, γεννηθήκατε εδώ?
Εδώ ήρθα μετά τις σπουδές μου το 1964 και αμέσως ασχολήθηκα δηλαδή, με τις διαστημικές εξερεύνησεις στο Πανεπιστήμιο του Σικάγο.
Thank you very much for your contribution. We're here with Alexander Thomopoulos. He's the president of NHSA, the National Hellenic Student Association. What brings you here tonight?
We're here to support the Panhellenic Scholarship Foundation and everything they do. We're here as a volunteer force and to help them organize this event tonight. We believe that bringing together the Hellenic community at large is important, and it's important because they're also supporting the youth, and that is the future of the Hellenic community.
We're here with Michael KONIDARIS. He is a principal economist based in St. Louis. Michael, you were a speaker at last year's Hellenic Initiative Mentor Luncheon, and this year you were a mentor. Tell us how important it is to mentor the younger generation, especially being young yourself.
Thank you, Anthe. Yes, last year I was a speaker at the THI Mentorship Luncheon. This is my second year, and I appreciate the invitation. And so, in my opinion, mentors fall into two categories. We have the younger ones who are closer, their age is closer to the ones that they're mentoring, and then we have the older mentors that are the ones who have a lot of experience, and they can teach the young students life lessons. So I believe I fall into the first category. So it's been only a few years since I graduated from school, from graduate school. And I remember and I know the struggles of students who are trying to get their first internship, their first job. They're trying to see what they're going to do in their life. So I think it's important that I am young myself, and I haven't lost touch with the struggles of young students. So it's important to tell them what I did in their place and the way that I thought, what my thought process was, and perhaps not the right one, but it's what I thought was the right thing to do back then. And now reflecting back, a few years ago, I can tell them if it was the right or the wrong decision.
All right. And how many years have you been in the United States?
It's been 5 years since I moved here. I grew up in Greece. I did my undergraduate in Athens, and then I moved in the U.S. for graduate studies and work.
And what would you say, being here for 5 years, about the Greek American community?
I'm very excited that I'm involved with a couple of organizations, the Panhellenic Scholarship Foundation being one, and then the Hellenic Initiative being another one. And I'm just excited and that there are a lot of Greeks in the diaspora that care about the country, and they're very involved in helping it one way or another. And just how connected people are here in the area of Chicago and in New York and in St. Louis, where I live. There are big communities, they're very connected, and they have a lot of activities about just about staying connected, giving back to the community, but also helping Greece.
Thank you for your time. Vasiliki, you are a 2010 Panhellenic Scholarship Award recipient, the Merit Scholarship. Please tell us how this has impacted you.
Yeah, it was quite a few years ago, but it was very exciting to have received the Panhellenic Scholarship Foundation Award, and fast forwarding several years, being on the alumni board today is an opportunity for me to give back. So I'm very excited about joining the junior board and being able to help or volunteer with the Panhellenic Scholarship Foundation in various ways. And it's also exciting to kind of get to reconnect with a lot of people from my class that received the scholarship, and also to connect with current scholars and younger alumni.
Founded in 2002 by the late Mr. Crispito Maras, the Panhellenic Scholarship Foundation once again this year offered $250,000 in scholarships to deserving students across the nation. If you are interested in learning more, be sure to check out our website. For the Hellenic Heartbeat, I'm Anthe Mitrakos.
You're listening to Hellenic Heartbeat, the classical Hellenic radio sound.